Hi and welcome back again. My name is Katya and I'm going to unbox 4 boxes in total. 2 Fairyloots, the triple unboxing from April and May, and then 1 Illumicrate for May and the Moonlight for May. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with the April triple Fairyloot. So that's the young adult, the adult, and the romantasy. My box came a little butchered, as you can tell. It's seen better days. I did double check to make sure the books were okay, just to make sure that they there wasn't any obvious damage with the bubble wrap. The romantasy book is Death's Daughter by S.A. Barnes. So let's check it out. This is very pretty. It's like a maroonish purple. Death's Daughter. And then the spine. And then the back says, time for her to join the family business. Here are the edges. Very pretty. And then the back with the foil. Oh wow, they did a thing with the foiling on the end pages, but we're just gonna skip over that and look at the reverse first. Wow, the reverse dust jacket is very pretty. It's a colorway of the original. If I find what it looks like, I'll post it somewhere over here. But I love the maroon or the plum from the actual dust jacket cover. It's very pretty. The hardback is very beautiful. I love the purple foils. And then the back, is that a lily? That is a lily. It's very pretty. The front end paper, how stunning is that? A double-sided Dear Fairyloot reader letter, which looks like a digital signature right there. Wow, this is very pretty. I love like open scenes when they actually choose a scene for the character art. They're standing outside of a motel, which we'll see where it leads to. This is very pretty. Instead of reading the actual synopsis to save some time, because this is a long video and I don't want to edit 2 hours of a video, I'm just gonna read the synopsis that they have listed on the little back of the card. And it says, our featured book of the month is Death's Daughter by S.A. Barnes. As the daughter of death, Jocasta has always walked a careful line between secrecy and survival. But when a captivating descendant of lust appears and she's chosen as Death's heir, ancient forces rise and love may prove just as perilous as power. Sounds like your true romantasy. I'm very sweaty, don't mind me. The next April book in the triple combo is the YA. The theme is Withered Wilds, and the book is The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew. I think it's going to be about vampires, and I've seen a few unboxings. I don't know why I said I think. Ooh, there's a moth. Very pretty. How gorgeous is that? I love some like nice little red foiling action. And then very pretty edges. It definitely looks very cartoony though, because there's an actual image on it. It's very pretty. The reverse dust jacket, I believe this is also a colorway of the original. I definitely like Fairyloot's version better. It's very beautiful. The naked hardcover. Wow, she is gorgeous. Look at how pretty she looks. And then the spine. And then the back is just a continuation of the background. So the whole thing, very pretty. Oh, somebody's bit into her neck. I wonder if this is like a hunter story of some sort, because this is the first end page. Again, I love the red foil, so beautiful. The Dear Fairyloot reader page, it looks like, with another digital signature. Act 1, the devil. I love that. Ooh, this seems so suggestive for a YA as like one of the end papers, but they have to make it sound enchanting for all of us, don't they? And I love that this kind of represents like the Disabilities Act a little bit, because I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it's a story about like a girl with like hearing loss, and she's trying to get batteries for her hearing aids, and she has to like exchange her blood with the guy somehow, because the little card says Shia makes a bargain with a vampire leader of the woods in order to survive. When her best friend vanishes, she's forced to confront how much she's willing to sacrifice and what she might become. But I think what she bargains with is batteries for her hearing aids at the beginning, I think, is what the main synopsis read when I originally read it, when I looked at some of the spoilers. Illumicrate, I believe, also did an edition of this. This is definitely a lot prettier than what I've seen from other people's spoilers. I would 100% keep this version. I don't get YA Illumicrate because I'm not a YA reader, so it's just not something I'm huge reading into. Fairyloot does tend to pick some really good YAs. Clearly Illumicrate does too, because they tend to pick the same ones a lot, which is why I don't have the subscription. But you know, it's just something I prefer not to have. I do have Illumicrate's adult, and I do enjoy that sub a lot. Last but not least of the April sub for Fairyloot, this is the adult fantasy Claim Your Power, and the book is Starside by Alex Astor. And I did hear really good things about this book, and a lot of people are hyping it up, whether it's on Fable or on Book Talk and YouTube, and a lot of people like love this book, and this is like the first big hit of the year when it first came out. Wow, this is very pretty. I hope there's actually dragons in it, because this already has a dragon on it. But here's the main cover. I like some of the glossiness to it. Here's the spine. The back doesn't have anything other than the continuation of the image. And then we have the edges. It's one of those like old school dragons, like the more cartoony ones, which I don't mind. And this is a colorway of the original. I think the original is a little bit more silver blue, kind of like what a lot of the Honda cars have, like the silver coating. It's very pretty. I honestly would display it on either side. This one's just more unique, so that's why I like that side. The hardcover is gorgeous. I did spoil myself for this a long time ago, and oh my gosh, it is beautiful. And I think that's what most people liked about this one as well. It's a chunky book though. Ooh, I love the back. Look at that dragon. First end page art of the characters, just a little stenciled like background with some foiled stars, the digital signature with the author letter. Ooh, this is very pretty. I wonder if she's Fae. Did I see her ears seem a little longer? I wonder if she has a little Fae in her. very pretty. I just kind of wish that they were in an actual scene with an actual like scene background instead of the stenciled like patterned background that they currently have. This says about the book, it says, seeking revenge on the goddess who destroyed her family, Aris enters a brutal competition for a chance to cross into the immortal and magical realm of Starside. Oh, so Starside is the actual realm. So I'm wondering if she maybe is Fae, and we'll see. I hear really good things about this book, so I can't wait to like jump into it. And so here we have the 3 books from the April Fairyloot triple box combo. These look very interesting. I am looking forward to Gravewood and Starside. I haven't heard much about Death's Daughter, but I'm also excited about that one. Fairyloot tends to go pretty hard with some of their picks. I'm excited to even try them. Since we are all caught up with the Fairyloots finally, let's jump into one of the Mays. And first one is Moonlight. They have some of the prettiest art out there. I wish that they had dust jackets because it would be more art, and I'm excited to see that for one of the Carissa Broadbent series they're actually gonna do dust jackets, so I'm excited to see what they do with that because I will 100% be ordering it. I love the foam, it feels extra protective. Arcane does very similarly structured packaging. It feels like it's extra safe for the books. The main subscription is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I have not seen any of the peaks of this book particularly, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. I've heard really good things about the book, and I did order the series from Illumicrate because I thought they were gorgeous looking. Here we go. And then here we are. This is very gorgeous. So this is the first version of the book that I've seen that does not have the male on the cover of the novel, because I believe the Fairyloot version has the main male on there, and then the sequels have had the female. But it's very pretty. The edges are pretty simple, almost reminds me of like a my type of paint job, which is pretty simplified because I don't have an artistic bone in my body when it comes to like art, at least painting art, but I'm not that picky about my arts. Now this is a scene. This is a gorgeous end paper art. Talk about a scene. It is hand signed by Rachel. I feel like most of the books from Moonlight are. There is a little Dear Reader page as well, sewn in or glued in, whichever one it is. I love me a good purple starry night scene on some like water. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. Moonlight is very much known for including an overlay in the novel. So if you want a little sneak peek, here's the one that they included in this one. As far as I know, it's just the one. The synopsis on this one says, even though she's not one of them, Bryn has spent her life among the Ilaha training to be a guard and waiting for the chance to attend the annual market hosted by the Kenta, the very same people who exiled her adopted community to a life at sea. Going to the market is a rite of passage eagerly anticipated by all adult guards, but Bryn does not anticipate breaking a century-long peace treaty while there. Nor does she plan for the intense encounter with an enemy soldier that now threatens to unwind the fragile coexistence between their people and everything Bryn once believed about herself to be true. Bryn's loyalty to the Ilaha is tested when the truth of her identity is brought to light by this soldier who's taken an oath to bring her back to where she belongs. Narrowly escaping death on the violent high seas, Bryn's connection to the Ilaha is further tested when she learns about the world of magic she's been denied. She was once certain of her fate and where she belonged, but in the dark, knowing eyes of this stranger have her questioning everything, including her heart. This is the third copy of this book that I have. I don't like to skip because I'm a hoarder. But I'm very excited to read at least one of the versions. I'll probably start reading it when I have the Illumicrate because it has both the first book and the second book in the duology. So most likely I will read it then. That is the Moonlight for the month of May. Next one is the May Illumicrate. I'm super excited about it. I've heard very, very good things about this book, and it does have a bunch of great reviews, and it was very sought after, which is amazing. A lot of people wanted the subscription for this book particularly. These get all over the carpeting in my apartment. I almost wish that they would just stick to bubble wrap, but it's fine. I understand the security reasons that they need these for. I kind of do wish that they did a spoiler card for the Illumicrate book onlys, just like Fairyloot does and all the other book boxes other than Illumicrate, of course, because I don't remember the theme for this one. This book is very much so like Fire and Ice on the front cover here. It is Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter. It's a very gorgeous cover for it as well. This is very beautiful. I do love the art for it, and I love the spine too. I love the big bold letters. And then the spine is very intricate as well. Kind of reminds me of one of the naked hardback, naked hardcovers for like Fairyloot, one of their dragon series that they did for the romantasy. I love the little dragon scales. And then the back says, 2 rivals, 1 duel. You fight or you die. Bum, bum, bum. Illumicrate usually doesn't do a reverse on their dust jacket, by the way. And they did do it on this one. So yay, Illumicrate, thank you. We like an additional art, giving us some more options. And then the main one is this very beautiful, 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 beautiful scenery. I love me some good scenery. Oh, it's dual author team. Ellis Hunter is for Katie Ellis and Becky Hunter. Huh. Awesome. Ooh, we got some kitty cats with some bat wings. And a fox with a polar bear. What the heck is this book about? This end paper, very pretty. Oh, it is a little scuffed up, but it's fine. Just a little bit over here. That's nothing I can't live with. As long as the book is readable, I'm not too offended by it, and Illumicrate usually does not have any issues for the most part. And then we have our, ooh, there's an additional little art piece too. Very pretty, thank you, Illumicrate. And then the Dear Reader. I like the look of the characters. They look pretty nice and cool. They're simplistic, but there's art and simplicity. And there is an additional little page as well. Wow. You're getting a lot of art. Illumicrate is killing it for the month of May. They did the reverse, they did extra pages. But let's find out what this book is about, shall we? Astrid has always known she is destined to die. That's a little dark. She is the last Nocturne witch and the heir to the queendom of Arturia, cursed to duel her rival from the kingdom of Vatra for the source of all magic. She only has her familiar, her potions, and her wits to aid her. Her opponent, Prince Zryan, with a Z, has a massive hell-damned dragon. She's going to die, and the chance to cure the blight ravaging her queendom will die with her. Deep in dragon country, blade juggler Skylar is searching for her best friend, who she fears has been taken in the king's conscription of those with blooded powers. She despises the royals, but the path to find him may just take her closer to them and the witches than she would like. As the duel looms, Skylar and Astrid's fates intertwine, forcing them to choose between loyalty and survival in a world where every decision could lead to ruin. Set against a once-in-a-generation duel to the death between witches and dragons, Bloodbound is an epic romantic fantasy that will grab hold of your heart and leave you breathless. It sounds interesting. It sounds like it's like a triple character dynamic, which will be interesting to find out. It's a princess slash queen versus a prince, and then some sort of blade juggler. Looks like it. I'm excited to do it and to read this. I think I'll definitely bump it up to my like TBR because this sounds interesting and a lot of people had really good things to say about this book. And it's a gorgeous copy of it. Last but not least, we have the May triple combo unboxing. So let's get into it. The first book in the box is the adult fantasy. The theme was Venomous Academia, and the book is called Deathbringer by Sonia Tagliareni. I'm so sorry, Miss Sonia, for butchering your name. This is very simplistic, but there is beauty in simplicity, which I can appreciate. And it doesn't look too much of a chunky book, which is something I can appreciate with the fantasy romantasy genres. Very, very beautiful edges, though. It is another colorway of the OG. Honestly, I could display it either way. They're both very pretty. This one is definitely very simplified for, minus obviously the foiling, but if they would have foiled the original and made it this red colorway, I might have liked it even better than the one that they actually designed. The hardcover feels like the old school like books, like feels like almost like a painting canvas. But there is a crow on the cover. I think it's a crow. With a snake slash serpent and some flowers. There's the spine. And then the back is the same quote as the one with the dust jacket. We love some good character art. We do. Very pretty. It almost reminds me of the character art from Heavenly Bodies. And then looks like it is a digital signature with the Dear Fairyloot reader page. You will not be able to read that unless you read it in person. It's pretty small font. And then we have a small little scene, which is again something that I can appreciate in some end paper art. This is very pretty. And I like the way that they did the foiling, outlining certain things. Then the mini summary from the card says a death mage who hates her power and an immortal poison mage are magically bound and forced into an uneasy alliance. As students turn up dead, they must unravel a deadly mystery before she becomes the killer's next target. I can be into this. I don't mind like an academic setting or anything like that. I'm not very picky about my fantasy romance books, but I'm very much so looking forward to this. Again, Fairyloot doesn't tend to pick like terrible picks overall. And there are some gems in like the random books that they pick here and there that are not like on the spotlight of Goodreads or anything like that. That was the adult pick. Next one is Prophecies and Schemes, the romantasy pick. It's Verity Gold by Mai Corland. I have heard very good things about this one, however. I have not actually seen a reveal for this one. I've been very unspoilery this month, which is very out of my character, because I'm not a very patient lady. Verity Guild, very pretty cover. And then the spine. Ooh, the edges look cool. And then back. Here are the edges. Fairyloot never disappoints with the edges. as we all know, the hardback. Oh my god. But we'll pause for that one. I don't mind the green. I think the original has like a prettier like golden version. I'll post it up if I find it and if I remember to. But I don't mind the green. I'm wondering if maybe this is a much darker book than I'm remembering. The hardcover on this, gorgeous. Wow. I love the way that they included the foiling in this. I could totally display it like this, but I don't like to have my books collect too much dust. And it says hide and survive on the back. I like the main characters already. It's very pretty hard. It's a very pretty end paper. It does look like we have a digital signature with the Dear Fairyloot reader letter. It didn't look in the other books, but there is a map in this one. It does look like it's almost maybe an enemies to lovers. I've not read what this book is about, but from the art it looks very fascinating. I'm just gonna read the summary on this thing again because I don't want to edit a 2-hour video with my stuttering. And it reads, High Priestess Keresi, the last surviving heir of a magical bloodline, faces suspicion for a brutal murder and must work alongside her sworn enemy to uncover the truth. Enemies to lovers. The Romantasy I've heard very good things about, so I'm excited. Last but not least, the YA for May. And it says Electric Touch is the theme, and the book is Stormbreaker by Nisha J. Tooley. I love it when they do mini character art on these instead of just like the words. Very pretty book. I did see little spoilers for the Illumicrate version of this, and I do like the other version a little bit better, but maybe this one makes more sense after reading it, but we'll see. I do like the purple, but Fairyloot does a lot of purple. It says protect, preserve, and prosper. We do have a little action for lightning. And the sea, I think. Ooh, I do like the hardcover on this. Oh my god. Fairyloot. Oh my god. Compared to this side though, if they foiled this side, I would probably prefer this one, to be fair. Endure the storm, earn your place. Wonder if it's a challenge or trial-based book. Ignoring all that, now this is gorgeous. Look at how pretty that is. That is so beautiful. And the spine. And then the back is just a continuation with a building on it, but wow, this is so pretty. So, so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is gorgeous, stunning, beautiful. Dear Fairyloot reader page with a digital signature. I think it's the same girl. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's the same chick. Looks very interesting. Again, I'm not much of a YA reader, but some of the pics are very tempting and they make them look like they're not YA, but I think overall they do end up being YA. Let's read the little summary on this thing. Again, I don't want you to put up with all my stuttering. And it says, Poet's future. A poet, I wonder if that's one of the main characters. Poet's future is already decided, but her secrets would cost her everything. Drawn to the dangerous outsider and to the storms she should fear, she must hide the truth to survive. Looks interesting. But the month of May had some really interesting picks. I am not disappointed at all. I freaking love the art. The art is just amazing. Fairyloot always knocks it out of the park. The one that I definitely want to read is the Illumicrate one, Bloodbound. That should definitely go towards the top of my TBR. I like a good familiar story, sort of sorcery involved, so I'm very much so looking forward to that one the most so far. And it is a very beautiful edition. I already put it right up there. I'm definitely thrilled for the month of May. I already got my March, April Arcane as well. I unboxed that just on my own. I did not want to unbox it over the videos. And then I did also receive my Bookish Box books as well, which I posted on Reddit. Those were gorgeous, by the way. I should start to unbox them since they're slowly catching up here. But you know, but let me know what you think. Do you have the subscription? I hear very spicy things about the June Romantasy, something about some drama with the author. I'm not sure if I want to expose that book. I'm not skipping the whole box because I have the triple combo box. I think I might potentially just skip revealing that book in particular and just set it off to the side so it doesn't show support towards that author. We shall see though if the drama continues. I'm very surprised that they still decided to include whatever that book is, not wanting to spoil anything for everybody else. But there are some people that are not in the United States and they don't pay attention to this, so we'll see. I'm sure there'll be some people up in Europe that unbox it, and some even people in the United States, so we'll see. But let me know what you think. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!